versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about. Versus the world. We don't fuck around. If we did, we found out we are drunks. Versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have another groundbreaking episode for you of Drunks versus the Motherfucking World.
The motherfucking world.
I am your host, Justin, alongside with my trusty co-hosts, Jason and Lucas.
I'm Lucas.
I'm Jason.
And together, when we come together, we
like at the same time?
Yeah, when we come at the same time.
Come at the same time. We are Drunks versus the world.
So,
and together, nobody can stop us.
That puts a whole new meaning on that Beatles song. Come together right now. That's why they're always like, come together right now.
Have you guys seen that?
Over me.
Have you guys seen that fucking video of Yoko Ono that's been going around?
Is this the one with Chuck Berry?
No.
Oh,
this is
okay.
one where she's in a she's supposed to sing a certain song, and she's in this fucking. It's like it's her. It's in a museum or an art display or
yes,
whatever.
I know the one you're talking about.
Oh my fucking God. There's a reason why the fucking Paul McCartney said fuck this, because that bitch is.
She's loopy.
She's a fucking loony.
Yeah. You ever see that picture of John and Yoko? They were doing some sort of protest. It's some humanitarian protest, but then there's some maid changing their bed.
I don't think I've seen that.
They were protesting in bed. I forget what they were protesting about.
Oh man,
but they needed to change the sheets. Of course, they had to have a maid change it. It was just as counterproductive.
First off,
protesting about.
That is such a pompous thing to do. We're protesting in bed. Yeah, you know what? I do that 7 days a week. Okay,
yeah. I do the 5-knuckle shuffle. That's when I'm protesting.
You don't have a maid changing your sheets.
Yeah. You're protesting not having a woman to fucking fuck in your bed.
And Yoko is not.
She really was
she
not.
Never was.
Like, what was John thinking?
He was, dude. The guy was. He was 3 seconds away from hanging out with the fucking what's his name, the Beach Boy that hung out with fucking
Charles Manson.
With Charles Manson. He was crazy.
Well, he was king of the world, and he dating Yoko.
Dude,
I mean,
he was a pacifist, very much so.
Yoko was not. I mean, she would claim to be.
Wasn't she Vietnamese or some shit?
I think she was just she was a roadie. She's a roadie.
No, but I'm talking about her fucking her nationality.
To me, think about her, she looks Vietnamese, maybe, or Chinese.
Somebody look that motherfucker up. Let's find out what the hell nationality was Yoko Ono.
But God, that video with John Lennon doing a duet with Chuck Berry on some late night show, and she, partway through the show, she grabs the microphone and starts going,
like what the
and you
fuck?
just see Chuck Berry's wailing away on his guitar, and you see his eyes just go wide,
well,
and he kind of looks back.
But
who is that?
That crazy bitch gets away from it. Yeah. Gets away with it just because she was married to John Lennon.
Yeah,
Japanese.
She's Japanese.
Okay. No, I think. What was the guy that shot Lennon? Was it Hinckley, or was that the guy that shot? That's the guy that shot Reagan.
Yeah.
For
Hinckley was that was
He did it for Jodie Foster.
Hinckley didn't shoot fucking Reagan. That was
Was it not?
No.
Who shot Lennon?
I think
Mark David Chapman.
Yeah.
Okay. I bet.
Let's ask the Beatles. Our Beatles.
I know everything there is to know about the Beatles. Nobody knows more about the Beatles than I do.
So we'll get back to that. But I'm gonna say, if this had happened in the last decade or so, I guarantee they would find phone and text records between Yoko Ono and Mark David Chapman.
Oh.
I think she was.
You think she was in on the fucking?
Yeah, I think she wanted to like.
She inherited everything.
Yeah.
Well, her, and Julian.
And I think she thought that she could parlay that into like her own career.
Mm.
And
As the devastated widow of that guy. That guy's name.
There's another
what benefit
one.
would that be for her? To be
She's a narcissist. She wants the attention on herself.
Movie star, rock star. Sorry, that was Courtney Love who killed her husband.
Yeah,
that's totally true. Yeah,
but I think Courtney got it from Yoko.
Oh fuck! They meet for.
They say this Mark David Chapman. I'm actually Catcher in the Rye.
Is that the same name?
He says this guy was inspired by Catcher in the Rye to shoot John Lennon. I'm actually kind of reading that book.
You know, a lot of the people that actually
John
kill
Lennon.
A lot of the people that kill, like, you know, these musicians like Dimebag Darrell and fucking from Pantera
and Selena.
They were like extreme fucking fans.
Dimebag. He did get shot.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he
on
did.
Stage.
He got shot on stage, dude. He was, and it was a fan. It was a fan who and Dimebag Darrell, to me, was probably one of the greatest guitars. I'll give him one. I put him up there in top 10.
Yeah.
The guy was fucking
top
amazing.
11. That's just me though.
But he got shot. I don't know who killed him. I don't remember who killed. But it was if I remember right, it was a house show, and he wasn't even playing with Pantera.
I remember the video. I've seen the video a million times.
Yep.
Like
it's sad. Okay, so and then you have John Lennon, was it Michael David Chapman?
Yep. Mark David.
Mark or whatever.
David Chapman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, taken way before our time. But I really think that might have been his extreme fucking not hatred, but he hated what was going on in Vietnam. Was it our war?
What was going on in Vietnam? I haven't heard of this.
I'm uninformed.
There was a bit of a skirmish.
You can call it that, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God it didn't escalate to a war.
Yeah.
Technically, we're still at war with them. And I believe.
Are we?
That's that's the U.S.'s coping.
The last war we actually won, as far as if I remember correctly, was World War II.
Yeah, we
did not win Vietnam.
We like
that was a draw.
And we did.
We like to claim. No, we accomplished our mission objectives.
We killed more of them than they did of us.
Half of them were school children that we were throwing grenades into their schoolhouse.
Yeah.
It was between Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm,
Afghanistan,
Iran. I mean, technically, we haven't won a war since World War II.
Well, if you count, it depends on what you qualify as win.
Well, when there's a fucking treaty signed, there was a ceasefire, just like there's a ceasefire with fucking North and South Korea. There's no fucking. They're technically in South.
I thought you were gonna say North and South Dakota.
Yeah.
There's a ceasefire? Fuck.
But
I've reached that ceasefire 3 times.
There was treaties. You're going to sign and say, hey, I'm done killing your fucking family.
Yeah, there was no ever treaty signed. It just
if I remember right, Korea and Vietnam were the first 2 major wars. Or the major war
after World War II, yeah.
Yes, if I remember correctly, there wasn't a fucking treaty signed. There was just a ceasefire.
Yeah,
like I said, it depends on what you qualify as a win. We killed more of them than they did of us.
Yeah, but
I don't even know if that's true.
I think it is.
Oh, I don't know.
It is. We killed more Viet Cong than they killed us.
I don't know. I need to look into it because. That was part of, we were just so complacent that we thought we were so much stronger that we could walk over them, but we we were completely unprepared for that kind of like that jungle combat, the guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but look, well, and they shouldn't have been, because look what happened in the South Pacific with Japan and fucking World War II. I've been watching and reading and doing a lot of research. World War II. I think that apparently that's in your DNA. Once you turn like 45, you either get really into like smoking
Ribs.
meat. We've all
Or
seen
in the World War II history.
Yeah. So we've all seen the meme, right?
it's ribs, reefer, or World War II.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of in
All the above.
except I don't smoke the weed, the reefer.
No, maybe
You
you
should
should.
start.
Maybe.
should.
Hey, we'll throw that into the fucking with our when we smoke ribs. Throw in a
Smoke
couple
ribs.
butts.
What are you doing? What are you doing this weekend? Smoking ribs and weed.
And fucking. Nah, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say Jews, but, but I didn't say it.
You didn't say it. You said what you were gonna say.
I was going to say it, but I
You
didn't,
didn't say it.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I was gonna say this, but I'm not gonna say
I'm
it.
not gonna say it.
we're just for the record, we're not anti-Semitic.
No.
No, I'm not anti-Semitic. I just hate Jews.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't
hate Jews.
You should never hate
I
anyone
hate
for
you.
their nationality
No,
or
of
anything
course
that
not.
they can't control.
You know, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. They can't help they can't help their Jews.
I
just
can't
wanna-
control that I shit my pants every day.
Right.
So you can't hate me
Yeah.
for that. Okay.
See, here's what's kind of funny, because we came into the situation, well, right before we started recording, I came into a conversation about hating Indians.
No, you didn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't about hating Indians.
Oh.
It was about I was honoring the red man by taking the red monster.
Yeah. Yeah, we were honoring. Oh, red.
You fucking dickheads.
Like, I think the UND should have kept the Sioux name, man.
Well,
should've.
I brought it up
It's
100 times. I brought it
Yeah,
up
we've talked about it 100 times.
Well, but what
It's an
HAWK
honorary
stands for,
thing. It's-
what HAWK stands for. How about we keep Sioux?
yeah.
HAWKS.
Yeah.
Of all the teams that had to change their name, though, the Fighting Sioux was like the most.
Yeah.
It honored
It embraced
the Sioux.
them. Yeah. I bet if you asked real Sioux about it, they're like,
Yeah.
most of them would say, yeah. There'd be a small.
I had a great
My-
aunt that was directly from the Sioux tribe.
Mm-hmm.
She was always a fan of the Sioux.
Yeah.
So we all know what happened with the fucking Washington Redskins, right?
Yeah.
Now they're getting sued again to make it the Redskins, because apparently the Native American, the generic picture of that Native American dude on the side of their helmets and their mascot apparently was a direct reflection of a very popular Native American chief of some tribe.
I didn't know they had cartoons back then. Because that's what he looks like.
Right.
Looks like a cartoon.
So I mean, that's what's fucked up. You could piss off one group one day, you're gonna piss off another one the next day. We will never make anybody happy. That's why this bullshit thing that happened with the Sioux, UND Sioux, is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, the look at the Cleveland Indians.
That's a little
the
different.
Guardians. The
See?
Guardians.
See?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something controversial here.
Go
Say it.
right ahead. That's what we're here for. That's why we're drunks versus the world.
This is very controversial, though.
all right. Go right
I
ahead.
need to hear it.
Me too.
White people.
Right away. Good right away.
Hold on, let me strap in.
Yeah.
Strap
Let me
in.
strap in. I don't know if
It's
I'm
going
ready
to get
for
worse.
Oh,
this. It's gonna get worse
It's
than
gonna get
white
worse.
people.
you know, right there was fucking controversial.
I know. I should
We're
stop
canceled.
right now.
White people.
It's going to get
So-
worse.
Okay.
White people ended slavery.
I mean, yes, but also
Well, it kind of depended. Well, first of all, the very first slave was a white person, and the very first slave owner was a black person.
So
now when it got out of fucking control,
when America took power,
United
slavery
States,
eventually
or the United
ended.
Colonies or whatever.
let me
Educate
provide a counterpoint
All right.
to this, just as a hypothetical. Okay.
Yeah.
I have. Let's just we'll round down to 10. I have 10
Friends?
10 women
Oh.
trapped underneath my stairs in my cellar. Okay.
Not in your house, but in your cellar.
Yeah.
Go on.
So I have them handcuffed to the pipes down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Should I
Who
get
doesn't?
credit? Should I get credit if I let them go?
That is not what I'm saying.
No, but that's this.
No.
Because I've heard this argument before. Like, hey, white people ended slavery. Yeah, but we also benefited from it for hundreds of years.
Okay.
So it's-
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But okay, so how many of those slaves that you're talking about, the ones that Justin's talking about, the ones that you're talking about, were actually fucking chained?
all of them.
Lie.
So slaves weren't all necessarily chained, but
They were scared as fuck.
exactly.
They were.
But I just, this is one of those talking points that comes around every few years and I'm not saying that you're doing it but
you totally are. I mean, you got a dog.
but it's the argument
dog
that
is
I've
my
heard where
No, you're his slave, by the way.
it's just one of those things where it's like people like to act, you know what, we should get credit for ending slavery.
Yeah. I hear you.
Not really. I shouldn't get credit for letting my sex slaves go, which I'm not going to do, by the way.
I wouldn't either.
No, they're there.
But-
Look.
Hey, Jim wants to be there.
Yeah.
But there's besides maybe small areas in certain countries.
Have you guys seen the supposed not the movie about Harriet Tubman that's on
No.
Netflix, or is it Netflix or Amazon? One of the two. It's fucking fantastic. It's a great movie. I'm not saying that it's true by any means, because nobody really knows exactly how the shit went down, but it talks about how she was a slave, and then how she fucking bugged out, and how she helped with the Underground Railroad and everything, which she didn't create, which people very much so. It was taught for a while that she created it. No. But she did help helping them through, helping certain slaves. She did more than certain other conductors.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to see a fucking movie about the Underground Railroad, but it's done
Subways.
It's done in the style of
Quentin Tarantino.
what was the
Jordan fucking Peele.
Jordan Peele's
He'd make a great one.
what was that, the Abraham Lincoln zombie killer?
Yes, that was a good movie.
I want to see a Harriet Tubman film in that kind of style. She's out there.
How about that movie Antebellum?
That was good.
Holy fuck!
I don't know this one.
Yeah,
So it's this lady. It's modern times. And
So is that in the past or the future?
no, okay. So just check this out. So this woman she's a slave, and she keeps having these fucking weird dreams about a future
All right,
that she can't read. That
I'm
she
shoving
can't
up right now.
that she can't remember, right? and it's fucking weird. So then all of a sudden she realizes, or not realizes, but she has this dream again that she is in modern times. Like she was a lawyer or a business owner or something, or a CEO or something. But then all of a sudden she gets brought back. And to find out towards the end of the movie, you find out that what this was based on was there was these people, there was these white Confederates that had a what was it, fucking 1,000 acres of land, and they would go into the city, and they were drugging these black people, bringing them back, and they were fucking with their minds to make them believe that it was the fucking 17 and 1800s, to believe that they were slaves.
Yeah.
It was the fucking dude.
And it worked? How'd they
Dude, well, I'll see if I can find a fucking movie, my DVD, I will let you borrow it, because it'll blow your fucking mind, because I know Justin's seen it.
Yeah.
It fucks with you.
So, like,
was this not?
Where
this wasn't that M. Night Shyamalan movie, was it?
No, but it kind of would have been.
No,
that's the one. Don't Look Up. No, that wasn't M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan was like The Village.
But it was kind of like, The Village is kind of exactly kind of how that worked out, or how that movie was based. It's called Antebellum, and if I can find it, I will borrow it too, because this fucking movie, dude, it fucks with you bad.
All I'm saying, so our listeners doesn't think I'm a fucking Ku Klux Klan nut when I said white people fucking.
Well, of course you're not Ku Klux Klan. You haven't fucking earned it yet. Shit.
Yeah. You haven't even gotten to meet not even the Grand Wizard. Like
you haven't even met the Harry Potter wizard yet. You know?
Yeah, I'm way behind that,
man.
Way back there.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself here.
Talking about slavery has existed in every portion of the world.
Again, that's why here's where slavery is right now. Your pets. You are Lenny's slave. Do you feed him?
Yeah, I feed him.
And you take him out?
Sure.
Now you think that you're the one in charge. Oh no. If he shits on your floor, you're pissed off. And you're his slave. Modern slavery exists.
Every time he shits on the floor, you're like, God damn it, Lenny, I told you you're supposed to shit on my chest.
Yeah. And
not the floor.
Without glass. No, I get it. By the way, we're not Nazis. We're not.
No, God, no.
Yeah. I mean, I hope my point's not. I hope my. Just
to explain how much we're not. If
I'm native.
I think the next time I see someone with like a fucking swastika, which doesn't happen around here, let's be honest.
I would punch that motherfucker. I'm not kidding you. I would. I might go to prison for it.
I'm at that point. Like, he could. Maybe he probably has a gun. He might shoot me. I don't care.
You guys
I'm better off dead anyways. So like,
no, you're not.
Let me just go out doing something that's right,
noble.
You guys are more closer to being Nazis than I am.
No.
As far as nationality.
Nationality, yes. Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. And if I see somebody with a fucking swastika walking in on his arm, I'm pretty sure I'd go fucking ape shit. And I'd probably go to prison, and I'd end up being somebody's bitch. So not yours though. Not yours.
No.
Yeah. So we don't have to like talk about this very much, but I do. This is something that just occurred to me a couple days ago. We always talk about protests and stuff, and like, they are they're burning shit down and destroying stuff, whatever. And like, we're always like, they just can't do that. Which, yes, they shouldn't. Let's be clear about that. But it is funny how in society today we vilify that so much. Like, you shouldn't destroy things. Just protest peacefully. You don't destroy things. And yet, one of America's greatest like historical moments, the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
What do you think they did? They fucking destroyed
ships.
Tea, which was like the cash fucking.
And that's what I was That's what I was saying earlier about the taxes. We revolted because of a 2% tax.
No taxation without representation
on tea.
Yep.
And now we are the most taxed country in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now
the European socialist countries have
but that's on your income. That's like a 30 to 40% tax. We get like a 15 to 18% tax on your income, but we also get taxed for breathing.
basically.
We get
buying things.
Your
That's
vehicle.
like a 6% sales tax.
You get taxed on money that you have to spend and get taxed again. Mm-hmm. Your house, your car,
and they were fighting over tea.
Yeah, tea. That was it. Just
But
fucking tea.
to me, it is just funny how we like revere that story. The Boston Tea Party is one of the biggest, that was
a big event,
a
too.
catalyst that led to
Yep.
the revolution. And now if somebody like dents a car, we're like, oh my God, put him in jail. Which
And here's what's fucked up. That car you dented,
it's got insurance on it.
right? But guess what?
Fuck those insurance companies.
When
I
that car
hate
gets,
anyone in
you
insurance.
get the people that fix that fucking car for you tax.
Yeah. Technically, every bit of
I'll fix this in post. Lucas, you're getting a little bit of feedback. So
I don't know. No, I don't have any
turn
feedback.
it just a little bit.
I'll just sit back here.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. I'll fix it later.
It's my bad.
I'll fix it in post.
Posts. Yeah.
That's what we say in the business.
In the
anyway,
biz.
Anyway, so back to what we were saying. Everything is taxed in the United States. We are the most taxed country in the world. Socialist you know what? I'll say the second, because then you got communist countries, which literally will take and give you this. This is, you made this much. Okay, well, out of this much, we're going to give you, we're going to give you maybe 25% of it.
Do you guys know what Russia and North Korea's taxes codes are?
Oh, North
idea.
Korea, they don't have code.
Yeah, it's
They
whatever.
will they'll give you whatever they.
It's
North
whatever
Korea will
the-
give you whatever the fuck he wants to give you.
whatever the government wants, they get.
Yeah.
Is it more severe than ours?
How extreme?
Oh yeah,
has to
it's North Korea is.
What do you call
So if you're
this?
just an adjuster in North Korea, am
don't
I
even-
getting it more? Am I getting taxed more in North Korea as an adjuster than I am?
Yeah, you're not
Oh,
even
yeah.
gonna. North Korea is. It's so poor. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's not even food on the shelves in the average
Yeah.
grocery
But
store,
the videos
right?
show it.
Yeah.
Propaganda.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in North Korea, dude, if you're taking a shit
Yeah.
in your bathroom that is supposedly private, and you even whisper to yourself, "Fuck Kim Jong-un," you're gonna get fucking arrested and either put to death, or you're going to one of those extreme labor camps.
I know.
So
No matter
by the
how
way, fuck you,
shitty
Kim
we
Jong-un.
complain about our jobs and
Yep.
how depressed we are and shit, we're not living in North Korea. We're
Yep.
not living in Russia.
Right.
That's something to be
We
thankful
still
for.
have opportunity.
You guys can bring weed where you want to
I
without
can
getting
fucking smoke weed in your fucking garage and smoke Camel Lights and drink.
No, those are
Monsters
full
and shit.
camels, dude. We're not. I'm not communist. These are full camels.
We can smoke full Camels.
Anyway, Justin, you have some bets. Let's
Yeah,
talk
I
about
want
these.
you guys want to go over some debate bets.
Let's do it.
I'm a sucker for a good debate, man. I like debates just for an entertainment.
I do too,
value,
and I'll tell you the one thing that I like about this debate that's coming up. There's no live audience.
yeah, I
And the
think that
reason
is
I
the
like
thing.
that is because I hate the way that when they do debates, they always want to make sure it's a 50-50 split, supporters for either candidate. So it doesn't matter what they say, the crowd's going to cheer.
Yep.
That will impact the average person sitting at home. It's going to impact the way that they think about the answer. No,
Absolutely.
I just want to hear
But
their answer.
A counterpoint to that is who moderates the debates,
Yeah.
which is very biased, which is
it's-
CNN,
yeah.
which is very, not very, but more left than usual.
It's-
But who do you like? Who's the best person to moderate a debate or best company? I don't know that answer.
Yeah.
Like who's the most neutral
I'll
media
tell you-
company out there?
I'll tell there is one guy who surprised me. I think he actually ended up being a really good debate moderator. And he used to be with Fox News, Chris Wallace.
Yeah. He
I don't
hates
know where-
Trump though.
Yeah, because Chris Wallace has principles. He's your like. He was kind of the counterpoint to the CNN guys.
Yeah.
Like, he was your traditional Republican, where they were kind of the traditional Democrat.
Yeah, and he was with Fox News.
Yep, he was.
I think that I think they should go with So what is there? Seven or nine Supreme Court seats?
Nine Supreme Court justices.
So you take 3 and 3 for the moderators. Grab 3 from the Republicans and 3 from the fucking Democrats.
That I disagree with.
I think you should.
Too. I completely
because
disagree with that.
Okay, so chances are within the last fucking there's 2 Supreme Court justices that could hardly spell their name because they're 900 years old, but the other ones have been brought in from whatever. I think because right now we're sitting with what is it, a 5 and 4 or a 6 and 3?
It's 6-3 Republican. Yeah.
Okay, but the last one was brought in that was named from Trump.
It was Trump.
Yeah, was it Trump?
Well,
I thought
there was Tony Brown Jackson from Biden. From Biden, yes.
Right. Okay.
But before that, it was to Trump. It was Amy Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh.
And we made this. There was this big fucking argument about how Trump shouldn't while he was he appointed someone while he was running for a second term.
Yep.
So everybody was like, "Oh, you can't do that if you're running for a second term." They always do that.
The reason that they said that is because when Obama was running for a second term, he tried to nominate Merrick Garland.
Yeah.
And Republicans were like, "Nope. It's a presidential election. Let's see what."
Yeah.
Let's see how the people vote.
Let's see what happens on January 6th, basically.
And then Obama won, and they still wouldn't allow him to nominate a justice. It was just the hypocrisy, because Mitch McConnell was like, "No, it's a presidential election year.
Yeah.
We can't do this."
But they can.
And then during a presidential election year for Trump, they did it.
Yeah.
But the reason I disagree with your debate comments is because Supreme Court justices should not be identified as left or right.
Correct. Absolutely.
They should never be.
They are.
They are, but they shouldn't be.
But they should never be seen as like props of the left or props of the right.
100%.
They should try to.
I agree.
They should be as neutral as possible.
But that's not the
You're
case.
right, but at the end of the day,
that's not the
they're
case.
not.
They're not.
Just like getting appointed.
How do you even enforce that?
And there's no way to. And
It's just unfortunate.
Isn't city, county, and state the only branch of the government that actually holds elections for judges?
Yeah, local
and state, because
federal judges are appointed,
which I don't think should happen.
Side note.
Anyway,
why the fuck can we air a state or domestic trial but not a federal trial? Why couldn't we watch on TV the fucking Trump trial?
Right?
We can't air fucking federal. That's the one we should be airing.
Yeah,
but you can see. I agree, because then you could see fucking congressional hearings on C-SPAN.
Yeah. What is the reason why we can't watch federal trials on TV?
I think, federal trials, if it's in the public interest, like when it's a public servant, that should be aired.
Absolutely.
That should be the first one over.
What is the reason why we can't?
Probably because Congress decided, like, I don't want anyone to see me.
Probably.
Would you rather? I would have rather seen fucking Trump storming online than seeing fucking Johnny fucking what's his name and Amber Heard.
And and when it's,
even though that was funny,
and when it involves a prominent public figure like that,
They're just saving face.
Yes, everyone should be able to see the evidence.
Yes.
It should be like, you know what? I could have been on that jury, and here's how I would have voted. Because if you don't get to see the evidence, at the end of the day, you're going to be like, well, no, that's bullshit. They set him up. Or, no, he definitely was guilty.
We should see with our own fucking eyes.
Yep.
So what was the bet here?
Will January 6th be mentioned during the debate?
100%.
It's minus 500.
Yes. Don't. If you're going to bet on it, bet for it.
Yeah.
It's plus 300 no, but
don't take that.
You know, I wouldn't take that.
Here's another bet
that $1 million. No.
Yeah.
We're getting
these bets. This is an you couldn't do these bets in state. This is an offshore MyBookie account.
Wow, so you're
don't say that shit.
Jesus, this guy's illegal gambling.
Yep. Now you're gonna get fucking audited.
That's the only reason why these.
Let me guess. You don't want your trial televised, do you?
I don't.
We're gonna stream this shit live on X. It's gonna be on X.
But yeah, that's one where.
These are fucking. This is what's fucking wrong, because every fucking congressman, every representative, president, any person that's under scrutiny is gonna have their shit kind of brushed underneath the fucking rug.
Yeah.
But our shit gets put in a fucking newspaper.
Yeah.
Newspaper. Fuck you guys. You guys, you know what? My DUI, my business. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't have to tell my mom or tell my brother. I didn't tell my wife because I tried to get her to get me out. But I mean, but look at this shit with Stormy Daniels. Look at this shit with fucking Jennifer Flowers. Look at this shit with fucking all these presidents.
Who's Jennifer Flowers?
She was the one that was sexually harassed by Bill Clinton, and he paid.
That Paula Jones?
That's Paula Jones.
I thought it was Jennifer Flowers too.
Who's Jennifer Flowers?
I know the name, but I
think she.
Let me see.
She got
she's
paid.
Not a porn actress.
No,
Sounds
she
like
was too.
Porn actress.
Who is Jennifer Flowers?
As far as I know, she was too ugly for it.
Let's check it out.
Bill Clinton did a lot of shit while he was in office with some women.
Jennifer with a G. She's 74.
Mm-hmm.
She's an author, singer, model, former state of Arkansas employee, which is where Bill was from.
But he's got a fucked up nose.
Yeah.
Her affair with... I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
Her.
I mean, she's hotter than...
Her affair with Bill Clinton.
She's hotter than Paula Jones.
Well, that ain't hard.
And Monica.
Lucas, you're hotter than Paula Jones.
Well, yeah.
You know? But yeah.
That's debatable.
But the difference...
I'd fuck Jennifer Flowers over Lucas.
Of course.
That's just me.
I don't know. If he looks up...
But we're talking about Paula Jones, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
But
son of a bitch. I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was... All that shit was swept underneath the fucking...
Yeah.
But...
These Clintons, man, I remember at the time... Bill was so revered at the time. And I even at the time was like,
what the guy did?
Man.
He did do some good shit.
Like he was like,
not gonna lie,
economy, all that shit.
He was great for the economy until his last year when he knew I can't get reelected.
He got away with cheating on his wife,
and so then they
weird.
Yeah.
He's the one that started the banking deregulation, though. That led to a lot of the 2008 stuff.
Yeah, that fucking...
I don't care what... Trump had a relationship with Epstein, but nobody had a bigger relationship with Epstein than Bill Clinton.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
True.
Epstein had a painting of Clinton in his entryway.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that a euphemism for his asshole? He had a painting of Clinton on his asshole.
No, he literally had
Bill's mouth was the...
Well, that might be true.
I mean, there's the thing is that list was there has to be a lot of money and political influence for that list to go bye-bye.
Yeah.
A lot.
Just for a guy that could be killed in general.
And this is where I go with Justin with his black government. The dark
deep state.
Fucking deep state.
Has to be black.
Totally exists.
Has to be black, you racist.
Okay, yellow state.
Because I only say
Japanese,
black.
you're anti. Wow, you. What the fuck?
You are something else, huh?
I only say it because they use a Sharpie to black it out, and that's why you sons of bitches.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got?
Number of times Donald Trump says fake news.
Oh,
how many times?
I'm going to say at least 10.
Yeah, 10 plus. Because
you guys are crazy.
No, CNN is the hosting the debate. That's his number one target for fake news.
So what they have here,
what's
the standard is 3.5.
Oh, easily over.
So I gotta ask
easily
a question.
Over.
What was the fucking requirements to get on this debate? Sign your name correctly with a crayon?
It depends on the poll numbers and if you
it's poll numbers and
eligible for electoral votes.
How many states you're on the ballot in and poll numbers.
And
he's already see here's where I have a big disagreement with. If you're running for president, the fucking your state representatives should have no fucking authority of taking your name off the ballot.
Well, so So the way it is you either have to have a specific number of signatures to get on the ballot in a state, or what was the other thing? Because Biden and Trump, they've won their primaries, so they're guaranteed they're on the ballot.
Right.
So now Kennedy has to be on the ballot in X number of states or have 15%.
Which he is.
But very specific.
But there's been.
That's where it's
like bullshit. 3 or 4. There's 3 or 4 fucking states who say that they're gonna fucking not. They said we are not gonna put Trump on our ballot. We are. No,
he's on the ballot.
Yeah, yes, I know. Yes, I know. They said that they're gonna. Yes,
they sued to try to get him off.
Right, and they're like, "Fuck it, we're not gonna," because they. I think Maine was one of them.
Colorado did, but it didn't.
Right, but you see what I'm saying. So when it comes down to be president, yes, I agree that there's a reason why there's a write-in. You write whoever the fuck you want to be president, but you should not. No state level representative, fucking governor, whoever should not be able fuck you, Justin. You're not going to be on my ballot. Well, I qualify. I don't give a fuck who you are. Yeah. And that's what they tried to do.
That's one of those things that it ultimately comes down to states' rights to run their elections the way that they want.
But it's not a state election. It's a federal election, which they are a part of the federal election country.
But because it's electoral college, it is still technically the state gets to do the way they want. Okay. And
then the state shouldn't, if they want to be that way, then the state shouldn't fucking qualify for any federal fucking funding.
I agree with that. Yeah. And you know what? Let's start with Texas, who has just passed a law, or they're in the process of passing a law, that they're saying that no candidate can win a statewide election, so that would be as high as senator. Actually, it probably would apply to president as well but you cannot win an election unless you win the majority of the counties in the state, not population, not popular vote, counties.
Yeah.
The problem with that,
Jesus Christ, half the counties are large in Texas are bigger than the state of North Dakota
with less people though. Yeah. That's the thing is the law is designed specifically to prevent Democrats from winning, because Democrats cannot win in Texas if it goes by counties, because it's rural counties. Democrats, all their votes come from the cities.
Republicans can't win California,
and that's fine because it's popular vote.
Oh, it's okay there, but not there.
Land does not vote.
Population does.
Yeah.
Remember Beto O'Rourke?
Yeah.
He almost beat Cruz.
He was so close. Very close.
Of beating Cruz. Austin, Texas is super Democrat.
Which That's what I find so funny about guys like Joe Rogan and all these California liberals moving to Texas, and they're like
Texas and Colorado.
Yeah, and
Wyoming and shit. Yeah,
but they're moving to Austin, which is like the California of Texas. So I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue fucking sold his house in L.A. and I believe they moved to either Colorado or Wyoming. And he's like, "Well, I want to raise my daughter in a wholesome, fuck what's happening in L.A." And I'm like, first of all, the only reason why you have what you have is because of L.A. and the what do you want to call it, the Sodom and Gomorrah-ish.
Yeah, like
whatever. The fucking
you're just trying to avoid having your daughter become one of those women that you.
But he's got like 4 or 5 other kids, and he never did it for them. He's got his daughter now is like, I believe she's less than 10 years old. He's like 65, 66 years old, God, and his oldest, or his wife, is less than 40. And she's gorgeous, just like Tommy Lee's new wife. But Tommy's done having kids, and Vince has got like 4 or 5 kids, and Mick, Jesus Christ, that guy was born when Jesus was in high school. But Nikki, he was like, oh, we moved out of L.A. because... blah blah blah. What? The rest of his kids should be like, Dad, what the fuck? Why didn't you do that when we were kids?
No.
You don't want you don't want our little sister to grow up in that shit. Great, I'm happy that you're doing that, but what the fuck? Why didn't you do that for us? Mm-hmm. California is everybody wants to go to. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. A lot of people want to go to like Florida and California for like vacation. From what I hear, California is a fucking shithole. Now,
depends on where you go,
dude.
Just go to
you go to San Francisco. You have people shitting on the sidewalks, and it's out the middle, right? Everybody can see it. Nobody gives a shit because that's just.
Well, at least one person's giving a shit,
right? You know what? Oh shit, he's gonna go piss.
God damn it.
I was gonna do an experiment here.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
All right. I'll start with you, Jason.
Alrighty.
Say something positive or beneficial or positive about Democrats. And then Lucas, you gotta say something positive about Republicans.
Positive thing that I have about Democrats is I do like their positive outlook on the LGBTQ community.
Perfect.
They do. I have gay friends, gay family, and they deserve rights.
Which Republicans aren't as supportive about.
Right. But there's some
sure
parts of it that I don't agree with, and I'm not going to go any further than that.
Sure.
But that's just me. My cousin David marrying his boyfriend, that's great. I'm happy. He's happy.
Yep.
Any gay person that any man that loves another man and wants to get married, why should they not be as happy as me and my wife are together? So, I have no problem with that at all. And the other thing is, another one is, we talked about on a previous episode, was the Second Amendment. I have no problem with more when I say gun control. I want to make sure that the fucking psycho that lives down the street can't go to a random gun shop and have a fucking psychological problem and get a gun. Because chances are he's going to kill. Look at that fucking motherfucker that killed that cop here in Fargo last year.
On 25th there?
Yep. Guy had an AR, but it was an illegally bought AR.
Yeah.
Right.
And that cop was a piece of shit anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
No,
but no, I have no idea who he was. But
no. Okay, so
he deserved it though.
That's my take.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
All right,
Lucas, it is your turn. There's got to be something. Just look into yours.
Say the question again.
what is something that Republicans that you can agree on that Democrats would oppose? Is there any? There's
got to be something.
There's got to be something.
I
Say something nice about what Republicans stand for.
It's getting kind of quiet here.
What do they stand for? That's good though. That's what I might need some help.
So
I'm like
you have your parents are Republicans, dude.
Yeah, they're conservative, but
Okay, so what is it? What is it that they believe in that you are totally?
Yeah, what's something they believe in that you can kind of
jump on board with?
Yeah.
Wow, dude, I'm sorry, and you're maybe not gonna like what I say, and it's not to be mean, but that's very close-minded.
No, I'm extremely open-minded. I don't agree with
anything.
I would need examples.
We talk about woke shit a lot. Do you is there something about you that is like, okay, these fucking liberals are taking it too far with this one?
Okay, there's definitely stuff where especially with some of the pronoun stuff, like when you get into people that are like, oh no, my pronouns are z, zer, and that's
I identify as a fucking dolphin.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm a piece of grass.
That kind of stuff. That's ridiculous.
And that's a Republican thing, dude. That is it really is.
It's yeah.
We do. The far right are going to be the ones that say, "Fuck you." This and that and blah blah blah. A man shouldn't love another man. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's not even far right anymore, though. That's all. So again, I'm way over tuned into this stuff. It's the only shit that I watch on YouTube. There's various political commentators and stuff that I watch,
and you hate a lot of them because I can name one. You would just tear him a new asshole.
Probably.
Alex Jones.
I can think of a bunch.
No, but
Ben
you know what? That
Shapiro,
person has
Michael
just
Knowles, Matt Walsh.
Who's Michael Knowles?
Oh, he is.
I don't know.
If there's a
Charlie Kirk.
Oh my God, Charlie Kirk is a piece of shit.
But he knows just as much, and he has just as much fucking right statistics as you do.
No, he lies about
and lefts don't.
I mean, some do for sure.
Okay, and Charlie Kirk is a right that could be.
Charlie
the same
Kirk
way.
is a just straight up
Dan Bongino
grifting liar. Dan Bongino, same, just an absolute liar.
That's what I'm saying.
Just a garbage human being liar.
See, and that's what I'm saying. You know what? If you met either one of them and didn't know who they were, and you just heard their voice, but you didn't see their face, and you met them, you'd never know that until you spoke politics about them.
It would depend on what they were saying. Like if I heard their voice and I heard what they like.
If Dan Bongino came up to you right now,
Bongino, I wouldn't know. Charlie Kirk, I would probably recognize his voice.
But what I'm saying is, if either one of those two came up to you and you say you're in a bar watching, and you guys were both watching, say the Wolves, the Timberwolves game, and you guys were having a great old time, having a blast, and then finally you guys at the end of the game, you guys traded each other's name, and you found out one, and then you'd be like, fuck you.
See, that's the thing is, if I saw them, I would recognize them both immediately, and I would punch them both immediately.
And then first of all, fucking Dan Bongino would whoop your ass. Oh,
probably. He's like a former Marine and shit, but he's also old as shit.
Not social services. Special. He protected presidents.
Dan Bongino in particular, I would probably fucking bottle his ass before from behind, because he's such a piece of shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that if you didn't know what they looked like and you just heard their voices, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
and
like I said, Charlie Kirk's voice, I would know. And Bongino, I wouldn't.
You're totally negating the point. What I'm saying is that if you didn't know them and didn't know their voices, and you guys bonded over something like sports, and then after it was all over done with, and you found out
common ground.
Yes, and then you found out that person's political alignment and what their beliefs are, then all of a sudden you hate them because of that.
So not specifically for their beliefs, But Charlie Kirk and Dan Bongino, the shit that they say is so beyond the pale that there is nothing that I could bond with them over. Like that would make me.
But those two are.
But
your top two political whatevers aren't wrong about anything.
They're definitely, they get things wrong, but they're not dishonest. That's my problem.
Then
Charlie Kirk is a fucking liar.
Yeah. That's why I say that certain people who are too far on either side, well,
Bongino and Kirk are far-sighted.
Yeah, okay, so maybe the people that he listens to are far left.
They are. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
They're left. They're definitely left.
But you can't call them a liar.
I do listen to So here's
your guys can't be. They're not liars.
Let me explain. Here's someone similar to Charlie Kirk and Bongino, Candace Owens. Okay, she just put out a video recently. This is about the COVID stuff and whatnot. She's like, new study just came out. It's talking about how the incidence of blood clots through the roof.
It's less than 10,000, but yeah.
They're through the roof. Like it's up like 100%. And she's like, why is that?
COVID vaccine.
She's talking about, and she's like, why? I don't know.
But that's
why?
Why?
And here's the thing. She cited this study. She's like, it's up. Why is that? Why could that be? And she alluded to the COVID vaccine. The study that she cited, the data came from a study between 2005 and 2011.
Yeah.
That's when
irrelevant.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with COVID.
Yeah. Well,
but wasn't that around when they were starting, like you said earlier, that they started doing this vaccine before COVID.
So they've been studying it, but they hadn't actually made a vaccine. So this literally had nothing to do with vaccines. The study that she cited was because of increased age, because people are living longer than they used to, and like our diets have changed, so we're not eating as well.
Yeah.
There was all these reasons, and she's just like, why is that? I don't know why. Even though the study that she was pointing to told her exactly why. And so she just she used this study that she could have taken 5 seconds to look at and seen that it had nothing to do with COVID, but she was like happy to be like, oh, why could this be? And she is the perfect, she is the female Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
That's how Charlie
we should
Kirk.
Shit on her like we shit on Charlie Kirk.
No. Here's one thing I will agree with you on Charlie Kirk. That motherfucker. I'm not saying that I believe anything.
He's got a giant head too.
The one thing that I don't like the guy. I just like to watch his videos because this stuff is stupid. But what I really dislike about his videos, and this is why I watch it, is because when somebody has a question and they cite something, all he does to make his point was ask another. He deflects his answer. He answers a question with a question.
See, I hate that because that's
most people do. Now, back to the vaccination thing with the COVID. As far as the left is concerned, I should be dead without having boosters.
No, not necessarily.
I'm vaccinated, but I'm only vaccinated because I did it because my wife and daughter asked me to. I have tons of friends that aren't vaccinated. They're just fine, and they've had COVID.
Yeah,
but I didn't. But there's so many left that state that you're gonna get even sicker if you don't get your booster. My doctors are pushing the boosters on me, and I'm like, I didn't even want the first two, but I took them, and I'm not gonna take the boosters.
It isn't that if you don't get it, you'll die. The whole point is that people out there have compromised immune systems. It isn't just about keeping myself healthy. It's about keeping other people healthy. Like, I don't want to go to the grocery store and pass by someone who's undergoing cancer treatment, and because I wasn't vaccinated and I was contagious with COVID and I didn't even know it, that person ends up dying. It takes me...
That'll happen every day, and whether you're vaccinated anyway.
Yeah, but if I vaccinate myself, I can reduce the chances that I'm responsible for it.
But
and that's the least I can do, because it takes 30 seconds of my day, and it impacts me zero.
First of all, here's what's great about this country is the obvious option to make that decision if you want to.
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's a ton. I don't hate you. I'm not going to hate you because you're vaccinated. But there's a lot of hate for the people that aren't.
Because it's selfish. I think it's selfish.
How many people do you think that every time you say you meet a random person, you ask them if they're vaccinated?
Which I wouldn't do.
Okay.
I wouldn't do.
Now, how many of those people do you think that you could have asked that question to aren't?
I wouldn't ever ask someone. I wouldn't walk up to a random person and be like, "Hey, are you vaccinated?"
Okay, but
I wouldn't do it. I'll vaccinate myself. That's my business. But I do it because I want to protect other people and myself to some degree.
I get it. I get why, but I shouldn't have to feel like a fucking douchebag because I'm not getting boosted. I'm not. I didn't even want the. I said, why?
Because it protects people.
I had COVID.
I did too.
And I was fine. I had it before I got my fucking shot.
I think if I hadn't gotten the vaccine, I might have been, if not dead, like I would have been in the hospital. Because it fucking destroyed me when I had it. It was the worst sickness I have ever had.
When I had it was before either one of my shots. And look at me now. I'm not saying anything that's going on with me was, caused by the fucking booster, because I'm not that conspiracy theorist guy. I'm not that guy. But I had it before that, and I was a ton overweight. Chances are I had fucking stresses on my heart already. But I had it, and to me, it was just everybody is different.
Exactly. And that's why people that would run marathons super healthy, and they would think, oh, I don't need a vaccine, and they would get it, and it would nearly kill them. Like, they're still suffering the consequences today. But then because it's unpredictable.
And then there's people that are sick as fuck that caught it, and it was nothing but a cold to them.
Yeah.
But
at the end of the day, over 1 million Americans died from this.
Yes.
That's 1 out of 300 people. I had 400 people in I think I had 250 in my graduating class, and then there was another. So we had like 1,000 people in my high school. 1 person died, and that was not even from COVID. This was way before COVID. That was a huge deal in my high school.
The manager.
That's 4 times more people would have died from COVID alone.
The manager of the restaurant that I worked at had it. She was sick as fuck for like 3 weeks. She was around food, around people, around everything. Not a single person fucking. I gave her a fucking hug. Everybody was giving her hugs. Not one of them fucking ended up with it. It was. I think the COVID thing is gonna be a fucking. It's gonna be a conversation for at least 100 years, at the very least. Me and you could sit there and debate this shit back and forth. Because of the way you felt, the way I felt, and whatever.
We can argue about it. It wouldn't be a debate, because one is right and one is wrong.
Yeah, and you're not the one that's right.
I'm right.
No, you're not right. No. Never.
You should definitely get vaccinated.
I am vaccinated, but I'm not going to take a fucking booster. Why? Give me one reason why I get a booster. I'm already vaccinated. That's what I was told to get. That's what I was told by the U.S. government. I was told to get a boost or get it vaccinated. Yeah. Now, why do I have to get a booster?
Immunity wanes. It happens. Immunity goes away.
Oh, but I'm sicker now than I was before the vaccination.
Vaccination largely is not about you. It is about the people that can't get vaccinated.
Oh, so then what was the masks about?
It's the same.
Oh,
same. The masks are
the mask didn't go out. It came back in.
Masks are never to prevent you from or to prevent you from getting sick. It is literally they are there to prevent you from spreading it.
So,
Japan has been wearing masks for decades.
I seen a lady the other day walking into the grocery store wearing a mask. Was it 2 years, 3 years after they said you don't have to wear them anymore?
Which is fine. If I had cancer, I would wear a mask everywhere. But just to be safe. Just to, even though it's mostly about to prevent you from the exhale and spreading it, but even still, it will protect you. This is not even. The protection is science.
A lot of it is fucking people just being scared. And it was.
It's not.
It totally was.
It's
totally
really not.
You can't. I'm sorry, brother. I love you. I love you to death, but you will never, ever tell me that I'm wrong because there's science on both. There's science on both sides.
No, there's not.
There is science on both sides.
There is literally not.
There totally is. Just because you read this doesn't mean this is wrong.
No, the efficacy of masks has been known for 30, 40, 50 years. You can't take one person going, no, actually I did this and it didn't show a difference. I'm sorry. When 99.99% of all medical science says one thing, you can't take one person's word and go, actually, this is okay. This is equally likely to be as right. That is not how science works.
Well, okay, so
not.
When science said it came from here, but you got over here saying, oh no, that's not where it came from. And then the origin was proven to come from there.
No, it wasn't. Are you trying to pull the Wuhan lab conspiracy thing?
No, I'm just saying that it came from fucking China.
Yes, everyone knows that. That's never been disputed.
It actually has been disputed. A lot of it said it came from Africa.
No, nobody believes that. It came from an open air market where they serve like bats and weird fucking meat on sticks. Gross.
Would you actually? I got to ask a question, Lucas. Would you eat
never?
Would you eat a bat?
No.
Oh, I don't think I could.
The shit that they serve in those markets is
open air
disgusting.
Have you ever been to
There's no regulation on it.
So say on New York went down to the fucking the fish markets down on the docks. Where you can buy it's like an open air market. Where you can buy a fucking.
I went to the one in Seattle. I forget what they call it.
Down on
the wharf or whatever.
No, it was Scenic Sound.
Yeah, that might be it.
That's because that's where I went.
I couldn't. No.
Oh my god. Or when you're in New York, you see them fucking whip a fucking.
They're throwing the fish and stuff. No.
And that's kind of where. They say that shit came from, okay? But I'm not kidding you, they said it also came from fucking Africa, and they want to blame a lot of shit on Africa. AIDS.
Which I think that did originate there, but I don't think anyone still knows. There's obviously the rumor, someone fucked a monkey, which I don't think that's actually the 80s, true. They blame,
you're gay?
I bet somebody fucked a monkey.
Yeah, you must have fucked that monkey.
It must have been the same monkey where fucking H1N1 fucking CPS came from. I'm just starting to throw fucking letters out there now.
CBS, man.
No, I mean, Lucas, I don't mean to get into an argument with you. I really don't, because I love you, brother. We both can be here and there. I'm not always going to agree with you. And that's what I love about you, dude, because me and you, back in the day, maybe a few years ago, me and you got into some fucking arguments.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about having these arguments. Not even arguments, debates. And one thing that I'm not going to lie to you, and I've told you this 100 times, is I hate it when people tell me I'm wrong, because just because you're
he's wrong. He doesn't hate it when people tell him. He actually enjoys it.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
You're ugly and can't read good.
Yeah.
I know that there's a couple more. We totally went off the beaten path.
No, this is good. This is good.
I do want to say, science and medicine, that is the one area that, to me, it is just not a debate. It's if I get cancer, I'm going to listen to my fucking doctor. So when my doctor tells me, "Hey, you should get vaccinated for this," like,
you're gonna listen to the
I'm gonna
doctor.
listen to him.
Hey,
Yeah.
my brother has cancer.
Really?
Yeah,
What kind of cancer?
colon cancer.
Butt cancer.
God,
He should get
that's not everybody.
But- get treated.
But here's the deal. His doctor straight up said, "We're not gonna do. We're gonna. He's living with cancer. We're not gonna do anything because it's not doing anything." He literally got diagnosed with colon cancer. No, prostate cancer. Excuse me, prostate cancer.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah, it was prostate.
because at the end of the day, if it does seem like it's changing, they can remove the prostate. They don't want to though, because then you don't
got to shit in
you don't get
shit in a bag.
and you don't get boners anymore.
Yeah.
Which
Jesus Christ.
fuck, man.
So, no, he's got
I might
prostate.
ask them to remove mine just because.
Yeah.
'Cause then I won't.
Yeah.
Then I won't.
Well, and then you'll end up with a splint. Just 2 popsicle sticks. Well, for you, it's gonna be like a toothpick, but it's cut at the bottom.
But at the end of the day, if I can't get hard, I'm not in the mood, so I don't even fucking care anymore.
Oh, that doesn't stop your fucking hormone level.
Well, then I'll chemically castrate myself to go along with it.
But
Just to
no, my brother. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. My brother has cancer, but it's not growing. And the doctor said, you know what? We're gonna do aggressive monitoring,
Aggressive monitoring.
which means it's like for like every month for the rest of his life until that fucking tumor or whatever it is starts growing. They're not gonna do nothing until that thing. And I'm like,
see this.
that's what pisses me off about it, because I told my brother straight up, and I'm sorry that this is out there. I'm not going to tell him that this episode's going out, but I fucking told him, I was like, that scares me. Because
Definitely.
at any given fucking moment, that thing could just start
as soon as it
metastasizing.
yeah, as soon as it metastasizes, like
then you got to fucking get in there.
You got a big problem too.
Yeah. And in the world of cancer, 3 weeks can be deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure that this wasn't Dan's idea just so that he could go back in monthly to have something stuck up his ass? Maybe
That's a very possibility.
Maybe
That's
he's
a big,
into it.
You know, maybe he likes stuff in his butt.
Maybe he's
I'm
into
not,
it.
Not that there's anything wrong.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
And maybe he didn't even know it until that moment. And he's like, you know what, Doc? Let's do this again
Let's
next month.
do it
And
again.
we'll
But make
take it
sure
from
that
there.
And again.
No,
And again.
He told me about how he had to give himself an enema and stuff. And he was like, so I had to, the wife made sure that I went into had to go into the bathtub, and I had to get to a really weird position for a guy, and I had to insert this thing into my butt. And I was like, dude, I don't need to hear
Okay,
that.
yep.
And he kept telling me.
TMI.
And he kept telling me, I was like, Dan, brother, all you need to do is just tell me that you had to do this. I don't need to hear step by step. Even though my teachers told me back in the day that I was not good at paying attention to directions, this is a direction I don't want to fucking
You
hear.
don't want to
Yeah.
follow, yeah.
Right.
No.
It's funny. I think it was just earlier today. There was a post on Reddit of someone who had bought a house, and they were like, I just found this weird shower attachment in the house. And they're like, what is this? Because it was just like this straight little stick. And someone was like, you should wash your hands. That's literally an enema attachment.
Oh my God.
Shit has been on that. Okay?
Did you know back in the day that apparently douches were used as air fresheners?
Gross.
No shit.
Although back in the day, I guess, yeah, because it's like,
Okay. Yeah, it was.
would I rather smell shit or that ratchet stanky
fucking
puss?
pussy.
I'll take the stanky puss, I guess.
I would too.
When
I
you
would
have
too.
it right in your face, I can see that.
Yeah, that's better than, well, you know.
Justin,
To each their own.
let's hear some of these bets.
All right, man. First candidate to mention COVID-19.
Biden.
Trump.
Biden is slightly favored.
I think Biden will. I don't think Trump wants
Slightly
to bring it up.
favored.
I think
Trump will, for one reason. Because they're both gonna take fucking responsibility for first one to do something about it, even though when Trump was president, he was told, and the bad part was he waited. But he was the one.
As far as this bet goes, it just depends on who asks the question.
I think that's going to be most of them, honestly.
It will.
It's going to depend on the question and who gets the first response.
All right,
This one. Has anybody ever swore in a debate ever?
That's a really good question.
Because this is one of them.
I could see
Will Donald Trump or Joe Biden curse on the air?
either one.
What do they consider a curse? Like, I could see them saying ass or something. Like I could see Joe Biden saying jackass or something.
I think you ever hear?
I think it should be shit. It should have to be shit or worse as the curse.
I think you ever hear that? Who's that dead fucking comedian? George Carlin.
Carlin, yeah, the 7 words.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's
fuck,
the
shit, cunt,
bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
I think those are the ones. I don't think anyone else. It's minus 2,500. No. So
yeah, it's got to be one. It's got to be one of the big ones.
That's not a bet worth taking.
And actually,
fuck, shit, cunt, pussy, something.
Fuck.
Trump did say. Well, I'll take that back. I don't think he said, but I've heard. Maybe this is just a rumor that he thinks that using profanities like shit and fuck and stuff like that. You know, the main.
Yeah.
That shows. What's the? You're not very smart.
Yeah.
He believes that if you use profanities, that your intelligence is below par.
This bet I want to bet the farm on, but a lot of these are just $25 and $30 limits, which is a good thing. Will Donald Trump mention his ongoing legal battles or trials?
Oh, yes.
Minus 150. Bet the whatever.
Yeah, bet everything.
Yeah,
he can't stop talking about it.
Because let's be honest here, the Republicans, especially the far right, are going to vote for him because they're going to be like, he's just like one of us. He's a billionaire. Mm-hmm.
That's what's always like. He is upper grew up in New York.
He's the elite of the elite.
Nothing to do with farmers, but that's who he gravitates for. But I've also seen interviews with him before where he connects with people like doormen and taxi drivers and shit.
Yes,
he's got a weird connection to the common folk.
He does.
Even though he's a billionaire.
Trump Tower, he knows all the doormen, granted, he only owns 25% of it, but it's Trump Tower because he's a majority owner.
Part of it is also probably because he's paranoid and is like, I need to know who's letting me. That guy might be trying to kill me. Nope, that's George.
No, that guy over there probably going to say something about me. I'm going to bang this other porn star and I might have to pay her. So,
yeah.
Dude, if we all had money and we could afford to bang some really, really, really hot chick, and we're willing to kind of bet the farm that she doesn't say anything, you're going to pay her off. Mm-hmm. That's all. I think we could all agree on that. Now, it would depend on who it is, because I'd be like, so
yeah, you tell everyone.
So what's her name? So Kate Beckinsale, you offer her, because let's be honest with the money we can afford. So you offer her $35, okay, to not say a word. Because you're going for say school board of West Fargo.
See, I would probably offer her a lot of money to advertise it and be like, yeah, I had sex with her.
But it would go against whatever public office.
True. I would lose the school board election, but I would still win. I would still win at life. Okay, hey,
yeah,
everyone knows that I had sex with Kate Beckinsale.
Because 12 hours later, you'd have to record the podcast. You'd be like, "Hey, you motherfuckers, guess what?
You guys want to know something?
I just paid Kate Beckinsale $35 to say I didn't fuck her." And then we give her $70 to tell us that she did. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
He does have a small dick. He really does. even though I'm skinny as fuck, I weigh like
I still couldn't.
I weigh 87 pounds, and his dick was that small. But Lucas, at least you got to fuck her.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters.
No matter else what you do in life.
Yeah,
You
I
fuck
would.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
If it cost me like the presidency, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's worth it.
All right, so
No, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No,
You're going to say off topic, and I know it, so
Off
I want to
topic.
hear
Let's
it.
hear it.
No.
No,
Let's
we
go
want
off
to-
topic.
Off topic.
Jason, what is your purpose in life?
Mine.
Yeah.
After today and getting to
After
see
today.
no seriously, after today with getting to see my oldest daughter, my purpose in life is to be a fantastic dad.
That's a great purpose.
I love all three of my kids. I love my nieces and I love my nephew, and I my purpose in life is, I think, to be a great dad, a fantastic dad, and a good husband. And I know that sounds corny and sounds very, what do you want to call it? I can't even.
Do you think you were born to be is that what you were born to do?
No.
No.
I was born to do better things, I think. I mean, obviously, I'm a wannabe entrepreneur. Actually, I think that. What was the last thing I preneured as an entre? I have these great ideas, and I think I'm greater. I'm alive for better things, but my overall calling is to be a great father and a great husband. Or I should say, great family man. Really.
Gotcha.
Even though I like to drink beer and talk smack on podcasts.
Yeah.
What about-
Lucas, same question.
I don't think anyone has a purpose or anything. I think we make our own purpose, and
Which is
Yeah.
a destiny. And again, that's my destiny, is to be a great family man. So you got to have something, Lucas.
I got nothing.
How about
I just want to.
smoke weed,
End of the day, I just want to not.
kill Jews?
I just want to feel like I don't want to die. If I could get to that point in my life where I'm just like,
Not
what?
die.
You know what? I'm okay with being alive, and I could just.
What about you, Justin? I mean, you've asked us, and we've given our answers. What
Yeah.
about yours?
I've been trying to find it, man. I don't know if I have one.
You want to be good at betting on stuff, but you kind of suck at it.
I'm
Just
all
joking.
right.
I'm
I do-
joking.
I do
I'm
okay.
joking
I
with
do
you.
okay.
2 words.
Okay.
Nas Reed.
$1,000.
Okay. What was it? MVP of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, Jalen Brown. I won money on that.
Did you? Oh, I thought you got.
You have money
I
on
had
you?
Jalen Brown. Yeah, that's why I was like.
How much
yeah,
did you
holy
win on
shit.
that one?
That's crazy.
$40.
Shit.
Yeah,
But you bet like what, 700?
20 to win 40.
Joking.
It is kind of funny that he won it, averaging 2 points less than Jason Tatum, two rebounds less, 2 assists less.
That was.
No,
I'm
so,
sorry. That
see,
was bullshit.
Not
That's-
a stats guy.
That's why I was like,
Yes.
he must
When you
add,
said that, I was like,
he must add some defensive.
Lucas, you're
if
talking
you
to
watch the games,
You're talking to a guy who doesn't
Yeah.
believe in stats.
when you said that, I was going to be like, fuck you. Because if you watch the games, Jalen was the best player.
Yeah.
It was
Overall.
hard. It was hard because every game it was different. But he was consistently there. He never had a bad game.
Exactly.
Like,
But
Tatum
Tatum-
had some bad games, but
But
Still pretty
when
good,
they
but-
but when they needed Tatum, he came through.
that
Well, yeah, the last game he did.
yeah.
That's all it took.
Last game he did. But
That's all it
back
took.
to my original
5
question.
games. 5 games.
Purpose in life. I don't know.
You're
I don't
Lenny's
know. I have
slave.
no purpose.
You're Lenny's slave.
See, I don't want to be
You're Lenny's
a
slave.
slave.
You are.
I think people put too much stock in like, oh, I need a purpose
Yes,
or something.
you're
Like you
absolutely
don't.
right.
You really don't. Just
I think I do, though. I
See,
think I do.
that's what's-
I wish I thought I didn't.
every one of us is lucky to even be here.
You're right, you're
Because
right.
the odds that any one of us would have ever been born is
Yeah.
0. Like literally, it is
So-
as close to 0 as you can get. And here we are.
So,
Influencers.
Fuck
Those
influencers.
motherfuckers think that their purpose is to not have a job but be famous.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, social media famous is so fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
social media.
I think I've talked about this before. Us being alive is so exclusive. We should be so fucking like, holy shit, we're fucking alive.
It's completely.
Shit. But I don't feel that. I wish.
You know, look at the us three should be very lucky just who we are, because we could be Israeli, Palestinian.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying, but just give me a second. We could be Russian, Russian, Ukrainian. We could be.
I could be in Honduras, fucking hungry.
Yep.
We could be. You know, fucking Somalian Africans who fucking starve because
I could be a fucking ant.
Right.
Yep. Just the fact that like we were born is incredible. I mean,
where we were born, where we're
thankful for. But like, I'm not.
But like, even think about it like this: like, if our dads had lasted even one pump longer, we probably would not be here.
That alone should make me thankful. But
guess
why am I not thankful for that?
You know what? You should be thankful because
you should just feel lucky.
I don't know.
But you're you know what? You're a drunk versus the world.
Nobody else thankful for that.
And so are you, so am I. Guess what? Nobody else are.
Yeah.
This and I know this is gonna sound kind of corny or whatever, but guess what? We own this. This is our 3 fucking listeners.
Yeah.
This is
George Washington didn't have a podcast.
No, he didn't. Fucking.
But he had wooden teeth
too.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot.
Martin Luther King didn't have.
And he smoked a ton of weed.
Yeah.
George Washington.
Galileo didn't have a fucking podcast.
Right.
We do.
But see, that's the thing. We're living in a fucking time where if we delete all our shit right now, if I grab all this stuff on our computer and put it on my hard drives and burn those fuckers, this podcast is going to live somewhere. If I deleted off all of our...
Maybe 200 years from now, people will be like,
listen to these guys.
These guys, maybe we are Galileo. Maybe we are.
I think in like...
Socrates.
Socrates? That guy?
Socrates, yeah.
Socrates.
No, I think in like... some insane number of years, like 10 to the 500 years later, we're gonna be doing this again, and
we might be in the same garage.
Yeah, it'll be exactly like
it'll
this.
It'll be 2024 again.
It won't be us. It'll be someone that's exactly like us.
Hopefully, hopefully I have a bigger dick.
God, please.
Yeah. That's all I want. Like Wednesday night, you were out here in the garage, like I'm. Seasonal depression, summer depression. Lucas. You were like, I'm fucking bored. I was feeling the same way. I got a fucking phone call from my friend in Buffalo who was feeling the same way. Was there something in the air going on that fucking day where we're all just feeling the same fucking...
Yeah, there was something in the air that night.
Because Lucas...
What stars so bright?
Explain
Fernando.
that. Like,
shut the fuck up.
I mean,
there was something in the air that night.
Seriously, play Fernando by ABBA.
But
is that who sings it?
Yeah. But seriously, explain that to me. What is it?
That night, I was texting Lucas. I was already out here because my wife blessed me with some great couple anniversary gifts, and earlier that
let him suck her.
So our anniversary was Tuesday, and I bought her some pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
And so that's when I had texted you guys like, "Hey, what are you guys up to?" Blah blah blah, and Lucas had responded, and
we were in a funk.
I was in a funk.
He was in.
I was just laying there watching TV.
We were all in a funk at the same time.
And so,
is there something in the universe that put us in that funk?
But hold on a second. So later, like 4 messages later, Lucas was like, "Well, I'm going to come over if you don't mind."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, you are always welcome in my home, and so are you." So Lucas came over, and we sat out here. I had a beer before he showed up.
We had 14 or 15 beers or something. Not
give or take.
And he drove home and only slid into one family.
Yeah.
That's good numbers.
When we sat out here and we talked about random shit. Like towards the end, we were just talking about what we ate when we were kids and what we eat now. You know, that reminds me. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, it'd be actually kind of cool. Justin was over, but I know that you.
And then I was like,
I know
no,
you don't. Justin Lucas was like,
over.
fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Don't even.
I was like, if he
that.
comes over, I'm leaving
I'm
immediately.
gone. I'm
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's only allowed over here on Fridays or maybe
gone.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
But it was just that thing. And then now that you bring that up, that's actually really fuck weird. Actually, not weird, but
Maybe we're like,
Something in the air.
maybe we're just like women and our cycles have aligned.
Yes.
dude, don't say that because I just thought that.
Maybe.
Holy fuck.
Maybe.
Our seasonal depression
Because
cycles have aligned.
That night, my buddy from Buffalo was like, "Oh, I'm going through some shit with my girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
And so you were like, oh, so
Me, I'm going through that. I'm going through that with my dog. I'm going through that with my dog.
like,
So is,
well,
Len,
that's just not like-
is Lenny
no,
looking
these
for an
dogs,
owner?
Like, was he feeling down that day? I don't
Maybe
know.
Lenny was pissed off.
Was it
too.
something with the moon? Is it our horse? I don't know.
Of course, you're gonna always find some. Sorry, excuse me. This is gonna sound fucked up, but you're gonna hear that from like my sister. She's all about the alignment now, and
You know what?
she believes.
I think there's something to that.
There's,
I don't-
I'll tell you
do.
why.
I
There's a factoid that I learned years ago when I first
Did
started.
you just say
look,
factoid?
factoid.
Maybe.
Yep, little
Holy
factoid.
Fuck
Factoid.
you.
So when they say, "Oh, you were born in like Mars and whatever,
Sure.
we're in alignment." So Mars and any other planet in the solar system and the sun, whatever, the doctor and every nurse, every person in that delivery room, the gravitational effect between that doctor and you is hundreds, if not thousands of times stronger than the pull of Mars on you.
Okay.
I don't.
Like it dwarfs it.
What horoscope thing are you?
I'm Aquarius.
Yeah. Have you researched what Aquariuses are known for, or
No.
what they? Yeah.
So I'm a Leo, right? And I Leos are supposed to be strong and independent.
Yes,
and,
Which
it's
you
bullshit.
are.
It's bullshit.
Which you are.
dude, my wife is
Which you are. I am a Cancer.
between
yeah, you are.
See?
No,
No.
what
We're
is
gonna
Cancer
burn you
supposed to
up,
stand
motherfucker.
for?
They're supposed to be like sensitive pussies.
Sensitive pussy.
Yeah. What are you?
I'm Aquarius, but I don't know what that means.
That
if it
means
means,
that you're
if
a
it means
water
I'm
sign.
lazy and procrastinator,
Let's
then
look it
yes.
up. Let's
Then
look it up.
You're an
Let's
Aquarius,
see.
which means that you're you before you read it off. If I remember right, Aquarius means that you're kind of both sides, but you
Aquariuses are highly intellectual
Okay.
and creative.
okay, I'm not creative.
you're
Marked by independence, they don't like to be instructed what to do.
that's very true.
Well, I mean,
While they
it
can
depends,
be
but-
social, they
No.
are not likely to participate in social interactions unless they truly want to.
Okay, that part's right.
Aquariuses are ideas people never suffering a drought of inspiration.
No,
I definitely suffer droughts of inspiration.
Lucas, what do you got going on in your house right now?
Clever,
No-
analytical,
nothing.
technical, truthful.
I'm talking about
I don't have any.
Confidence.
You're talking about my gardening?
Yes.
My magnolias
that's-
and my orchids?
yes, Lucas. That's artistic.
I wouldn't say it's not creative.
If you turn around and if
I
you
can follow instructions, but like creativity, that I've never been creative.
I think
didn't you I think you are.
visionary, intelligent, original,
I'm definitely not original.
No.
negative,
90%.
You are negative.
90.
condescending,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're all of those.
But 90%.
overly idealistic, unpredictable.
Not idealistic.
dude, this is
I'm definitely not
this is
unpredictable.
spot
I'm
the
one of
fuck
the
on
No.
99.9%.
No, I am one of the most predictable people. Like I am very much.
Hey, I
I
expected
am a
you to be
creature
here.
of habit.
That is very true. But that's also because that's the thing. That's why these things are kind of bullshit.
They are kind
but
of-
if you look
yeah,
at,
yeah.
but you could actually look at his personality and be like, oh, personality traits are way different than these fucking constellation, fucking horoscope things. My sister believes in this shit. I love my sister. And she's a Leo too, by one day, right? So here's what's fucked up. By one day, but she'll believe, I'm this and I'm that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. You were a bar owner. You also owned, before that, she owned a fucking porta potty company. She was an entrepreneur. She's very outgoing, and you met her, Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
She's very much not a Leo until it comes down to her animalistic, not needs, but her personality.
Yeah.
Because now she owns her own a massage therapy bullshit, and she aligned this crystal with your chakra and blah blah blah. I'm like,
yeah, if you're ever in Williston, need a massage, go to Williston's Happy Ending.
I'll keep that in mind.
yeah, it's not that kind.
Like,
If you were to turn over,
It could be if Justin wants to.
Anyway, so gentlemen,
I think go.
we are on episode 129. We're gonna finish her up for this Friday. I'm just gonna say, hey, Lucas, I appreciate our lively interaction because I love talking about this stuff, and it's great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Love you very much.
Yeah, well, and it doesn't matter because we didn't have a choice. Like free will's not even
exactly.
So,
and by the way, that's why the angels revolted against that dude upstairs. They say that is there because of free will and our soul. By the way, check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Good Pods, Bad Pods, Amazon. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out wherever you can find podcasts. Justin, do you have anything you'd like us all to know?
Let's go to the windbreak.
Go to the windy. Lucas?
Cheese it.
Cheese it.
Cheese it. God,
And I'll say it.
I love cheese it.
And I'm going to say it. Say hi to your mom for us.